What would you do with $1 million? Worry that it's still not enough to retire in 20+ years. I'll tell you what I'd do, man. 2 chicks at the same time, man. Give up my job and chill, on a budget. It wouldn't be enough, because I'd still be out, robbing armor trucks. Keep working. 'Cause that ain't shit anymore. Buy big house in middle of nowhere so I don't have deal with people. Sell them for cash. Dear, sell for quite a bit. Drop half into a house. Half into REIT. €950 not lost to rent each month will be huge. And a decent REIT should net me 4% a year. Which is pretty much enough to live from if I'm not paying rent. Buy a fur coat, but not a real one because that's cruel. Bunch of hookers and cocaine. Pay off my debt, and put the rest in a high-interest account. Buy a cheeseburger. $1 million isn't what it used to be. Buy a PC and a bunch of other electronics and then take my mom on vacation and then after that get my body altered, turning me into a mortal cyborg and take over the world. Buy random stocks and forget about them until I retire. Invest in real estate. 1. Pay off my student loans. 2. Pay off the mortgage. 3. Buy my husband a new car. 4. Minor home improvements like new kitchen countertops. 5. Save. Invest the rest so we can retire early. No joke. Completely honest, I'd make sure my 3 young children have the best education I could possibly give them. Wouldn't force them to go to college. It would be in a way where they have the tools they would need in order to critically think for themselves and understand the world around them, while limiting a skewed bias perception that plagues most individuals, in hopes that if they decide to have families, that they would pass what would amount to the gift of individual freedom. Of course, this would all be tied to an understanding of what being a kind, good, understanding person is. Buy a corn dog. I like corn dogs. $1 million buys little these days. So maybe just buy brand name groceries and stuff without feeling guilty about it. Revenge! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Buy an annuity that kicks in about 13 years from now. Every penny of it. Then I can afford to live 10 to 15 more years. As it is, I don't know what's gonna happen when I get to 78 or 80. If I get there, I'm 65 now. A lot of venison jerky. Buy half a house. Pay off department and give away and help out others with the rest so others can pay off their department. A Hello Kitty customized race car. Tuck away $0.5 million toward retirement. Distribute $0.5 million among my brothers and sisters. Put it away for a rainy day. I'd actually pay my Fed loans. Ask Reddit what to do with $1 million. Find a way to generate more money. My moral is that you aren't a millionaire unless you have plans to stay as one. Move to a cheaper country and retire. Where I'm at $1 million wouldn't even last me 10 years living conservatively. Hell, I'd need half of it for a decent house. Buy a cabin in the woods where I could live out a subsistence-based life focused on appreciating the beauty of the world. I'd grow vegetables and shit. Buy a big beautiful home but nothing extravagant for me and my 7-year-old son. No mortgage. Pay off my debt and all my bills. Invest, bank the rest. Go broke trying to feed them. If you don't know, you probably won't ever have to. Travel. Pay my debts first. Then buy 2 cottages, one to stay in and the other one to rent. What's left all goes in charity to the deprived ones. Bribery. Buy and DRSGME. Try to find $1 million dough or deal with some angry deer. Buy you a fur coat but not a real fur coat. That's cruel. Slip the money to pocket what $1 million? I don't have any money. Greater than _ greater than. Stampede Cities. Buy a better PC. I would help my parents and try and invest. Not much fricking inflation. Invest! Exclamation mark. Pay for both college and mortgage. Buy stocks. Mostly. Sell my house and buy a Winnebago or whatever they're called. The rest I'd just put in the bank. Invest it. Clear debt. Give the rest to charity. Save about $950K and spend the rest on personal stuff. I don't need the money RN. Give some to my parents and buy tons of action figures. Buy a house. Invest some. Keep some emergency cash around. I'd probably OD before I did anything productive with it. I'd buy 3/4 of a house in Massachusetts. Condo. Good used car. New furniture. Vacation. Savings with what's left. Help my family financially. And maybe do some things for myself. $100K a year. The rest will be invested or saved so by the time I hit year 10 I still have enough to repeat for another 10. Invest and start a business. I would research crypto and maybe invest a small sum of money. Take it in cash. Buy a convenience store, filling station and start selling biodiesel as well as normal and petrol. The tax breaks in the store will allow me to funnel more money through it. AKA money laundering, meaning I get more of the $1 million than if I reported it in personal money. Or move to Jamaica and start a weed farm.